What did I do to you? Like, who have I knocked out of the playoffs in my lifetime?
Nobody.
No one. Last time, Bengals won a fucking playoff game. It was in January before I was born.
Sorry, man. I just came down with the sickness.
This could be a long podcast. If this is how you fucking Steelers fans are gonna be. So help me God. I'm over here talking about my plight. You guys got, we had 2 players that we really liked leave. Shut the fuck up, faggot. Like,
Hey, man. I've been dealing with these changes violently. These changes. Wow, no.
See, I told you. He's been planning that all day.
Dude, I was like, I gotta do it to Mike. I gotta open up with that shit. See how he takes it.
dude, I was in a land of confusion.
Hey, what's up, everybody? Welcome back.
That was a setback 3.
That was our opening. Sorry.
Oh.
Cool, man. Woo! All right. Mike's already. You know what? I'm done. I need to start with this.
Well, no, well, it's because I'm gonna...
Is it twist up? Oh shit.
Yeah, so you can get the beer out.
Is it more pretentious if it's you have to use a bottle opener?
Let me explain something to you, man. This is a champagne of beers.
Fucking Miller.
It's a good year.
Oh my God.
2019.
There's nothing on here.
It's a silver cap, gold cap. You fuck.
No, it's just I knew this tech sergeant. His name is Sergeant Rav. He was cool as hell, man. He's a good dude. And he always used to, we were drinking at Honor Guard, and not at Honor Guard, but like after work.
Yeah.
And he just I'll never forget the way he did it, man. He just like popped the top off. So he's like, "Ooh, Sergeant Rav, you drinking a Miller Lite, High Life?" And he's like, "Good year."
It's a good year.
It's a good year.
A shit beer.
It's a really good shit beer, dude. I put this above PBR.
That's fair.
I put anything above PBR.
I was gonna say the same comment, but I still like PBR.
I'm like, shut up, Jerry. You like it.
Yeah, I know. All right, hey, dude, let's do this. Let's pour a glass of this. Here's our informal. Oh shit. This is our
Whiskey of the week.
yeah, I guess it's our tradition that's not an official tradition. Our unofficial tradition of trying a new whiskey at the beginning of our episode.
Yeah, why don't we save the other whiskey for next time? Pick one. Just pick one.
Because I want to try them. Well,
okay, you bought them. Okay, you bought them. Dude, it's your call. I'm just saying.
Just do one now.
All right. I just like whiskey.
We can't make a decision.
Okay,
let's do
pick a number between like 1 and 10.
That one.
Okay, 12. 12 is the lucky number.
Proper 12.
Proper 12. And we're drinking it neat, and I'm chasing it.
Yeah. All right, cool. This is McGregor's whiskey. Proper 12.
McGregor's.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He makes this.
This is his whiskey.
Oh, cool. I feel like this is like one of those Grant's Tomb type.
I feel like this is a fitting whiskey to try on this one because of what we're going to talk about today, which is fitting given the time of year that it is. This weekend is the opening weekend for the NFL season for 2019/20. So,
and this will be the first year I'm watching it in the last couple, man.
Really?
Yeah.
Why'd you stop watching?
I just took some time off. I seriously. No, I just couldn't enjoy
like
it.
A job.
Huh?
Like it's a job.
Well, no, it's just because after
dealing with these changes.
Well, no, after my granddad died, I just kind of.
Oh, okay. Thanks. Yeah, I'm sorry.
no,
it's a twist.
It's cool. He just died like right before the Cubs won the World Series. He's a lifelong Cubs fan.
Damn.
Yeah, dude. No, I'm not being a dick. I was just saying.
One for him.
Hey,
yeah,
bros.
Grandpa's.
Good dude. No, but it was just one of those things. Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
I'm on board.
Yes.
I like this.
It's beer. So
it's not awful though.
Yeah.
I've had worse shit beer.
It's definitely beer. Anyway, so
it's better than malt liquor.
But no, I just every time I would like watch the game. First of all, I do want to. I'm gonna admit right away that I'm a Bengals fan. So cool. I stopped watching football because he would always call me after the game and give me shit. Like we talked about football. Like whenever we would talk, it was like he would just give me shit about being a Bengals fan.
Who was his team?
He didn't really. You know what? I think if he had to, he was a Titans fan.
Okay.
So I mean, he's long suffering too. Well, not long suffering, but I think before that he was probably a Bears fan. But
That's suffering.
nah, man, they won one in '86. So you know, it's like it's a long
been
time ago.
23 years.
No, 33. No, 30. Whatever. Yeah, 33.
Yeah, it's been a while.
Yeah, it's been 33 years. So anyway, but
Not as long as the Browns.
dude, not as long as the Browns.
Sorry.
But the Browns had so much success in like their early franchise. Like my team,
Yeah, before it became the NFL, before the Super Bowl was invented.
Well, I mean, it's still like there's people alive who saw the Browns win a championship.
It wasn't the Super Bowl though.
Well, yeah, it's not the Super Bowl, but I mean, I think most Steelers fans would probably hold on to that pretty tightly. Like, we got 6.
Well,
We got 6 of them.
Well, I mean, it's
the only standard that really matters because we have the most.
yeah. Well, it's tied now
Tied.
with the Ravens.
No.
The Patriots.
Patriots. Check the Ravens though too.
No, the
No, they
Ravens
have
have only
5.
won 2. They won 2.
sure?
They won one in 2013. They won one in 2001 or 2000. Yeah,
They were
'cause-
just in the Super Bowl recently, and I remember thinking, "Do I
Yeah,
root for the
13,
Ravens to tie the Steelers?"
because they played against Jim and John Harbaugh.
2.
Played the Super Bowl. They won 2.
they only have 2.
Dude, seriously,
Yeah,
Who am I
but-
thinking then?
seriously.
No, you're correct. We didn't know who to root for simply because we hate the Ravens.
So it was who did they play that year though? This was
They
like
played the
Pack.
49ers.
Oh,
Was it? No.
They played the 49ers in the Super Bowl because it was the Harbaugh Bowl. Both Jim and John Harbaugh, who are brothers, were head coaches of that Super Bowl.
gotcha.
Yeah, like, dude, like I just
They
don't mess
won
with me on
5.
this stuff.
No, I believe you. I just
Share. They have 5. The 49ers have 5. So if they
Cowboys
won,
have
it
5.
would have tied with us.
okay.
Cowboys have 5. The Raiders have 3. Yeah, I can name most teams how many they have. Because that's what you do when you don't have any.
Yeah.
You just
You
sit
know
around
who
and
has
count.
the
You just,
rest?
you just count.
I'm
You just keep.
completely
No,
useless
but you know
when
what?
it comes
2
to
of those
any other team.
49ers should have been ours. We played them in 2 Super Bowls and lost both times. Joe
The
Montana
Bengals.
is still one of the best quarterbacks. Is the best quarterback who has ever lived. Not Tom Brady.
Oh, fuck Tom Brady. I hate him.
Well, it's not even like a hate thing. It's just like a. Matt Castle got plugged into that offense in 05 and threw for 4,000 yards and made his whole career, right? He went 10 and 6, I think, if not 11 and 5. Matt goddamn Castle. So Tom Brady's just better
Good.
than Matt Castle. Like,
Yeah,
it's a system. It's a system. I'm sorry. I
you're
just
good.
hate the Patriots
That's fair.
and their fucking quarterback.
So to define it, Mike's a Bengals fan. I'm wearing a Pittsburgh shirt. I'm clearly a Steelers fan. Caitlin is also a Steelers fan.
Born and
But we
raised.
come from. Well, I come from my fam. No one in my family likes the Steelers.
Yeah, Cleveland, right?
Yeah, Cleveland, Redskins, all that. So, yeah, it was fun. I didn't get hardcore into sports until I was like in high school, other than basketball because I played it, but I didn't really get into like football and other stuff until late high school years.
He met me.
And I started watching, and I saw like Troy Polamalu and Heinz Ward, and I was like, dude, pretty sold on this.
It was the last year they won the Super Bowl. Was when he watched it.
Why were you twitching your eye? You can't be mad at those guys, dude. Those guys were
Yeah, I can't be
solid.
mad at Heinz Ward
Why?
Oh,
he always had a
here
smile on
we
his
face.
go.
because he broke Keith Rivers' jaw. A wide receiver broke a linebacker's jaw. How does that happen on a bang bang play?
He has
Unless
a glass
you're-
jaw.
I don't
Unless
know,
you're
dude. How did
dirty.
fucking Shazier break his
Heinz-
fucking spine 2 years ago?
Heinz-
Isn't that
Heinz-
against the Bengals too?
Yeah,
Who?
it was
What?
a playoff game. I
Shazier?
think.
What do you do?
He
he couldn't
hit
walk
wrong
for like a year and a
was
half.
low
Mm-hmm.
and had a spinal injury. Like he had a 20% chance of walking.
It's immediately.
Don't say
No,
it.
it's not karma, dude. It's
I never
it's
root for
stupid
guys-
It wasn't
fucking
even.
playing.
It wasn't even a dirty hit. He just
He hit with his
he
head
hit
like
with
you're not
his
supposed
head.
to.
Dude,
It was bad.
I'm look. The thing is irrational hate is in sports is like one of the few acceptable types of irrational hate because it's not. You don't understand how like little, like how much shit over the years that, of course, I'm blinded to what my side has done because I love it unquestionably. But how many times I have seen a black and yellow jersey fake an injury for a timeout and call it strategy, but I just have seen way too many Bengals players carted off a field while some Steelers are snickering, and I don't.
Same with the Steelers.
I've seen it the exact opposite way,
Dude,
which is interesting because this is what we wanted to talk about was the rivalries within sports. Dude,
Dude,
this shit gets heavy. It gets personal, but it's not personal.
But I think it's hilarious. Like people like the Browns consider themselves the Steelers' #1 rivalry. I'm like, no,
no one gives a fuck.
no.
no one's paying attention to you.
Who's watching the games? Nobody, because it's always a blowout.
Yeah, man. I mean,
Well, they're gonna be good this year.
They were last year.
Well, yeah, but
They
now
almost
they have
beat us.
What they got Odell Beckham Jr. now.
doesn't matter, man.
One person doesn't make a team.
Still the
It's
Browns.
Not just
Yeah,
one
but, I
person.
mean,
They've
Baker-
got more than him.
Baker Mayfield, it might be
That's the
like
quarterback, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, he might be like the successful Manziel, I think. Like as far as he has like different character traits, he's fucking.
Johnny Manziel shot himself in the foot.
Yeah, man.
He had a great thing going and then
I just.
shit the bed.
Yeah, he shit the bed, but I mean, at the same time, like, I think there is no way I would not have shit the bed too. As a freshman, you take down Alabama, you take down Bama, right? And but like basically overnight, like people knew who you were.
Yeah.
But overnight, you're like the biggest deal on campus. Like
Yeah.
people are like, dude, sororities are like fucking you all at once. Like your life gets really crazy, and
Real fast.
there's never a moment where you don't go, I want a shot, and somebody doesn't go, I got you. You know what I mean? Like, and of course he gets into the league and he gets a big paycheck, and it's like, how did I deal with adversity before? Cocaine and strippers. So that'll work again, I think. I don't know. I just feel bad for the kid. I just think that
I don't.
I know you don't, which is like, because like you were. I really wanted you to talk about that fucking.
What?
The players today, like you're.
Yeah, dude, I've got
Dude,
some
I'm
emotions on it and feelings.
Are you guys going to try this whiskey or not?
Oh yeah, let's try this whiskey. We're trying the Proper 12 by Conor McGregor, he's one of my favorite fighters, dude. Not that we're talking about MMA today, but
Hey, so I'm just gonna let you know, man. Like, this is gonna be a harsh ass whiskey.
yeah, I'm aware.
But
Bing, bing, bing.
Oh, that face.
Oh, you drink a lot of it.
He
Yeah,
drank all of it.
Yeah, dude, I just know what it's about,
It's not a shot, man.
bro.
That'll warm a hobo up real fast.
Bro, I'm telling you right now.
That's good. This is good.
Is it?
It's dude. Okay,
Look, I'll do another one
I don't know why you took a shot.
because it's Irish whiskey. That's what I do with it. I told you that's what I mean. It's just
Okay, then don't get mad at me when I mix certain drinks together. Like
Okay,
when
like
I put,
bourbon
when I
and
put
sweet tea.
fucking sweet tea and some of my whiskey together.
no, but
It's not all whiskey. It's shitty whiskey.
But what I'm saying is that this went into my mouth without any mixer. I drank it. I sat back, and then I went, yeah, all right, I need this.
What did I do? What did I do? Tell me what I did.
You sipped
Hey,
it?
do you know the best way to drink whiskey?
A shot?
Just drink it.
Don't.
Dude, this is good.
Drinking it the way you want.
Yeah.
Oh,
No, I agree
that's
with that.
there's no wrong way to drink whiskey type thing.
I really don't think so. I just hate whenever I have like a good 12-year single malt that I like on ice because I think it bounces the oil best. And somebody's
fuck
like,
yeah.
"Oh, you put ice on that Oban?" Yeah.
Do what I want, man.
Yeah.
Yeah, dude, do it.
Yeah,
Fuck, who
14,
gives-
14 years. It was in a barrel, and then they put it in a bottle, and then they shipped it across an ocean, and then it got here to me, and then I put ice cubes in it. Like, what are you gonna do? Like,
I paid for it and I put fucking ice in it. No, this is good. I like it. It's not.
Yeah.
It's really good, actually.
it would warm a hobo up.
It absolutely would warm a hobo up.
All right, can I try? I'll try one more. Am I allowed to?
Yeah,
Dad?
I don't give. Just
I won't.
you gotta learn how to drink whiskey, dude.
What?
Like to
Dude,
okay,
you're not-
It's not a shot, bro.
You're not. Is he
You
doing
got
that to me
you
right
gotta
now?
drink it.
Is he doing that
Like
to me right now?
there's a certain way to drink it to get the flavors and like hold it on your tongue for a second and let it the whole. Bro, you should know this. You used to be a bartender.
Dude, I know how to drink whiskey, and I'm telling you that the way that I drink Irish whiskey, usually, I'm not going to this time, is... Okay, dude, I have not seen you look at anything like that since we were in a band, and fucking Jack would be like pounding the fucking venue's microphone on the floor, and you just like do that dad look up at me like
snake eyes over the glasses.
I'm just like, I'm gonna jump off David's kick drum, and you're like, don't do it.
Can we have some fucking class here?
Dude, do you remember when David finally let me do it? It took him like a year.
Well, you're like 9 times taller than him. So.
Yeah, I mean...
All right.
Football.
Yeah, drink it, and then let's get into the way I feel about players.
So we play the Bengals twice this year.
Yeah, we do every year.
Well, yeah, but... Yeah. So you're coming over here twice.
Dude, yeah, come over, man.
September 30th and November 24th.
Yeah.
Okay.
She's just got it up. Look at that.
Damn. I mean, it'll be fun. As long as I gotta get Julia, man. She's gotta find, because I can't do it alone. I gotta have some.
Does Julia watch sports with you?
Yeah. She was down for whatever.
We were okay. So side tangent to this, because that's what we do on this show, and I don't fucking care. We were just talking about this yesterday. How. I don't know
the
how to
whole
explain
feminism
it.
in
Yeah,
sports
like
thing.
how certain industries will go to specific extent, like certain extents to try to be inclusive of women. Like, for example, sports, they will make a pink jersey for women, which is, to me, I don't know. To me, it just seems stupid. Like, I was more proud of her when we first met and we were dating. We went into a jersey shop. And I didn't know any better. And I was like, hey, this is football. You like football. I like football. I didn't understand the extent that she liked it at. And I was like, trying to be inclusive, right? Like trying to be that inclusive boyfriend. And I was like, hey, they have pink jerseys if you want one. And she was like, I don't want a fucking pink one. I want a regular one that's fucking cut for women. And I was like, that makes a lot of sense. And I'm really proud of you for saying that. And I'll buy you whatever you want in here. But like...
Will you please touch my penis?
But how many other women are just like, oh my god, did the blue team get the ball? Did they do it? Oh yay! Like, and doesn't that just like kind of like just demasculate you and diminish the whole fucking thing?
No, dude. Let me tell you something, bro. I'm gonna tell you something real important right now, because you never got to experience this because you've been married to the same woman this long.
A great woman.
A great woman. Great woman. I got one too.
That's my wife. No,
but
he's like complimenting her.
But bro, let me tell you something. So there's girls out there who would like Caitlin at that point. I still probably think to this point she still knows more about NFL rosters than you do.
NFL rosters?
No, not NFL.
NHL.
The Steelers.
The Steelers.
The
NHL.
I can kick his
show
ass
my
all
ass
day.
in NHL. Hockey,
So,
by the way.
I guess what I'm trying to
For you Southerners.
What I'm driving at is that there are women who will whomp us in sports knowledge. There's women out there who fucking just wreck shop. But for every one of those women, there's another one who doesn't know squat about sports, and the dude that she's dating loves that she doesn't know shit about sports because it's the one place where he feels like he's intelligent. And so he's like, "Oh, baby, it's like kind of complicated, but let me explain holding to you." Like, you know what I mean?
This is what a first down is, yeah.
Like, and the thing is like that's one of the places where I'm stupidest explaining to people. I cannot explain football to Julia adequately.
Really?
Yeah, it's just like,
bring her over.
No, it's not like that. What I'm saying is she has the basic concept, but it's like it took a long time for me to speak her language with it. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Well, see, yeah, I grew up. My grandfather, number one sports fan ever.
Mm-hmm.
Almost played for the fucking Pittsburgh Pirates, dude.
Yep. And so
baseball team is awesome.
He would call me into the room whenever there was any sort of game on, and he would explain it to me. And he's like, "Your husband's gonna thank me for this." And when I met him, he didn't even really like football, and I'm like, "Well, fuck."
It was all for nothing. But now I can't get enough, man. Like I start like right around June, July, I start to get that urge. Like, dude, I really, really want to watch some football right now. Like. And then I get that urge to play fantasy. I love playing fantasy. And that's the reason, back on your point earlier, that's the reason I know more about rosters, is because I'm that dude that's like constantly on that waiver wire, dude. Like constantly tinkering and looking and like.
That's because he can't make a decision to save his life.
Yeah, but guess who? Guess who fucking always comes in top 3? Woo! Love playing fantasy, dude.
I do well. Are you in any leagues?
No, dude,
year?
let's start one. I need a league this year. I haven't been in a league in like 2 years, and I miss it so much. I almost joined some random fucking league on ESPN last year.
Didn't you do that?
No, you stopped me. You were like, "You're not gonna." My husband is not gonna be one of those fucking losers that plays fantasy with a bunch of random people online.
That you don't
You're gonna
know.
play with people you fucking know.
Dude, it's like children in Halo and their parents. You are not going to be talking to them pedophiles on that first-person shooter. Dude, no one's going to touch my kid's dick. That's the fucking dynamic in that conversation. You know that?
No one's touching my kid's dick on Halo 2.
Not even Marshawn Lynch.
Wow.
Yo, Marshawn, you got Andrew Luck. Wait, never mind. You guys are so
okay,
I'll
seriously, talk about a fucking... To me, okay, let's use Andrew Luck's situation to transition into this, dude.
Bro.
He
All right.
screwed them over. I understand it's for his health and stuff like that, but you fucking knew that months ago.
So hold on.
No, because he got hurt within the last, 3 weeks?
So I just read a few different articles right before we started on this. And dude, this is hitting me. This is really good. Like, hey, McGregor, shout out. This whiskey is good. Sorry, dude. It's really good. They apparently knew before they released it and leaked it.
Yeah.
They were aware of it. They just didn't want to make the announcement.
Well, he's been plagued with injuries his whole career.
Yeah. Well, have you seen some of the hits he's taken?
Yeah.
I understand
it's fully
it.
justifiable. I get it.
And there's things on his injury report that you get that don't stick, like a ruptured, what do you have, a ruptured spleen or a lacerated kidney? He has some internal injury. I think in either the later part of his college, just got smacked super hard. And it's just whoa, fuck, man.
Yeah.
I think after you take a hit like that, it's always in the back of your mind, I can't do this forever.
Yeah. To me, the entire, and correct me, I could be totally wrong and off base here. And if there's any people that are actually like listening that know what the fuck we're talking about and we don't know, that's fine. Let us know we're wrong. That's fine. I don't care.
Put a comment on social media.
Thank you. To me, the off season is about getting better and getting ready for the next season. And a part of that is drafting. And if your quarterback, which in football is one of the main essential tools you need to win games, if he says 2 weeks before the season starts, hey guys, I'm out, and they've had nothing, no time or anything like that to prepare them for the season, that is a fucking dick move. Now, on top of that, what's even more dick to me on a personal standpoint, and this ties into a lot of my beef with the players and the drama that they have. Huh?
Can I have a pen and paper?
Yeah. Well, just give me the pad that you got one.
I threw my pen over there at you.
Yeah, he did when that one doesn't work.
Yeah, I'm sure. Yeah, it does.
Okay.
It does work.
Don't throw it. Is they are going to continue to pay him his salary for the next year, which I don't remember how much, but it's over
34 million.
It's double digits in the millions, and this motherfucker's not even playing, and he gypped you on your fucking draft time, your draft this year. He gypped you on it. I'm sorry, but to me, that's a fucking total dick move, and it's kind of a negative stamp on your legacy, in my opinion. And
first of all, let me deconstruct every bit of that. What's a general manager's job? What is a general manager's job in the NFL most of the time?
To find players.
To manage the roster of the team to win games.
Personnel, development, drafting, scouting.
Yeah.
That's their whole job.
Yeah.
And part of that job is you have to have contingency upon contingency. It is well known throughout the NFL, and this is my biggest counter argument, is any player would tell you, even if they've made 5 straight all-pro appearances, the guy that's breathing on the back of their neck wants that spot. And the general manager and the coaches don't give a shit who fills that spot. If you're great.
But they don't have contingencies.
But what I'm trying to say is it's your job. You have a quarterback who has spent at least 3 seasons of his career on IR by the end of the season, and you didn't draft a contingency?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I mean planning the foresight to that is
so
on them.
That's what Indianapolis wants you to think. That's what Colts management. Oh, poor Indianapolis. Andrew Luck just walked out on him. That's not a stupid man.
I'm not talking about the team. I'm talking about the fans.
Dude, fuck the fans. They booed him on the way out.
Yeah.
And you shouldn't, because that man dragged you to the playoffs, won a playoff game with basically nothing but bits, pieces taped together with fucking bubble yum.
And then he fucked you on the way out.
No, he didn't fuck you. He gave you 8 great years. And that's like...
And then he fucked you on the way out.
Who cares? You're the
The
Colts.
fans! You'd be just as pissed off if it were the Bengals.
No, I wouldn't be.
Oh,
because,
bullshit.
Because
Andrew Dalton, you didn't think he'd be fucking pissed?
Andy Dalton, if he walked out right now, I'd fucking clap and say, you know what? Thanks for the memories, bro.
You're
if
so
he did
full
it
of
I am
shit.
2 weeks before the fucking season started.
Dude,
You are so full of shit.
And you didn't have any contingencies in the back?
No, let me explain to you something, because this is the difference between Andrew Luck and any player who would have done it. It's the injury list. It's the fact that I am more than certain that somewhere on that training table, he told somebody, I don't know how much longer I can do this, because there's not a person alive who goes through a major injury on the field, has to rehab, then gets injured again after a 6 month
he had injury after injury
and
after
what I'm
injury.
saying is that was the reason he quit, was because he was going through another rehab, and he thought to himself, I'm sure.
But 2 weeks before the season is supposed to start.
Which would you rather have? Look, you have a backup quarterback. You have room on your roster for at least 3.
Right.
And you should be ready for them to play it. They should have.
Yes.
And that guy.
Yes, they should have. But he knew
guy
that they
is
didn't.
Taking reps, and we don't know what Andrew Luck told them because we weren't there. And I'm sorry, I don't have sympathy for the fans because the fans keep giving money to Jim Irsay, who's one of the worst human beings on God's green earth. So like,
I agree with that.
and it's like, what? Okay, so I understand being upset, but whenever a guy gives a well thought out reason, like Andrew Luck did, where he's like, look, either I can come back and give you a subpar product with happy feet every week because I'm scared I'm going to get hurt again, and then let everyone down and go through rehab. How do you play when you've had major
That's what I'm saying.
shoulder
They're getting the same result either way. A shit year.
Yeah, and it's like he's a human being who has every right to walk away from a job. And a fan can be mad. Be mad. What I'm saying is the fan never sees it from the athlete's point of view.
I'm saying the timing is shit.
The timing, to me...
If he's been thinking about this...
I am more than certain because I have read multiple books and sources on how NFL personnel treat the players, and they are just pack mules. We are going to pump you full of drugs. We're going to make you do the rehab that we want you to do, and we're going to keep signing you these fat paychecks that everyone is going to call you lucky for getting. And they're right. You are lucky to be making millions in America, especially if your opportunities were dog shit. Otherwise, Andrew Luck wasn't, and that's what everyone knew about him, was that this motherfucker doesn't live and breathe football. He's an architect.
Yeah, he's actually intelligent.
Well, I mean, not only that, but he's not... I don't think he made a rash decision. I don't think he walked in and said, you know what, fuck y'all, I'm out. I'm pretty sure that he let training staff, he let coaches know, but I'm pretty sure they're all like, just think about it, you're still young, you know what? And just talked him into giving that soft maybe. Well, just see how you feel at the beginning of the season. It's a big decision. You don't know how it's going to affect your legacy. And that's the fucking words that these guys throw around, is legacy.
Yeah, but 2 weeks before the season.
And what I'm saying is that's the story that the Colts are giving you. And I'm sorry, I believe a Stanford grad who has shown nothing but benevolence over a multi-billion-dollar company like the Colts.
Then why isn't he talking about that? He's not.
Because it's just like James Mattis doesn't talk shit about Trump. You don't try to burn the building down on the way out because it just doesn't do any good. Let the fans be mad at me. That's fine. I'm moving on with my life. I'm so happy that I don't have to live in fear of having an injury that's going to affect me when I'm 80 or 60 or 50.
Yeah.
And it's like, at the end of the day, I am so big on it. It's your meat.
Yeah.
do with it what you want. And if you want to quit 2 weeks notice,
I'm
that's
saying
the standard, isn't it?
I'm saying
When's-
he can do that. It's just
2 weeks notice.
2 weeks notice.
That's a 2 week notice.
No, so I agree. From a completely impartial party, I could care less about the Colts. The less good people they have, the better, right? For me, in terms of what I want out of my NFL team. I get it why he quit.
Yeah.
Or why he retired. I get it. Makes perfect sense. Like, and do you know what I mean? But from a business perspective, like you said, right? Let's face it, sports is the business.
Yeah.
And every NFL team is its own company, right? The Colts should have prepared for whatever, right? What's the difference here if, let's say, Andrew Luck got in a car accident and died 2 weeks before the season started, and now they're in the same situation where they don't have a quarterback, right?
Or Ben Roethlisberger was riding without a helmet.
They didn't. That's on them, right? That's on them for not preparing for anything that could happen,
yeah,
right?
the Steelers are really bad about that.
Yeah, and even during preseason and practice and all that, what do you need? Even during preseason and all that, you could get hurt, and he could have broke his leg and been out for the season. It's still on the Colts for that. And another thing that I think is on the business of the Colts is explain to me why you're still paying him the salary as if he was an active player.
Because he had a guaranteed contract, which he earned.
But doesn't your contract state how you're going to fulfill X amount of years, and it's a certain amount per year that you play?
If I'm not mistaken, what they do a lot of times is they still have to pay him the guaranteed money that is owed.
Sorry, I want that.
Yeah. Shit.
So, sorry. For those that don't watch this, like, you guys are probably always confused. I'm sorry.
I'm just like, Jerry was just like pointing at my crotch. He's like,
He was holding the whiskey there.
Yeah, that's where I was holding it. But no, what I was gonna say is
Go ahead.
where were you at right before?
That they shouldn't pay him for
I think.
the
Oh yeah,
last year.
because I think that you still
Just go. Fine.
Yeah, they still like have a So if you have a guaranteed contract, if I'm not mistaken, I could be wrong, but if I understand correctly, if you have a guaranteed contract, they still are required to pay you the money they owe you. They call it dead cap money. Because it's just, there's nothing you can do with it. It's just dead.
You say dead cat or cap?
Cap. Like
Cap with
the
peacock.
salary cap.
I just want to make sure.
Yeah, so it's like, they're going to pay him that money no matter what. And so, I just cannot get on board. I just always hated that saying whenever other people are like, oh, this person's so lucky. Because, like, this person's so lucky because of the position we're in. And it's just like you've kind of alluded to me that sometimes what really upsets you is whenever people think that, like, this house and all the stuff you have just happened by some fucking accident. Like, you didn't work for it like, all of your life.
Right.
And then somebody else comes along and thinks it just fucking magically happened to you and you didn't earn every bit of it. And I think it's bullshit whenever people do that with NFL players. Like, they are not aware of, like... It's almost like people look at it and go, oh, you make $1 million a year to catch a ball. I'd love to do that job. It's like, well, you don't know what goes into it. None of us have ever been NFL players.
Right.
They don't know about the practice. And, like, whenever you're talking about the offseason's for rest, bro. Like, don't eat like crazy. Don't treat your body like shit, but just...
Right. No, I was talking about in terms of the business of a team during the offseason. They're prepping.
Okay,
they're prepping their roster on paper. Yes, absolutely rest, because the physical toll that these NFL players take over the course of 12 to 15 games, right? Because not everybody plays every game, right? 12 to 15, it's like the equivalent of being hit by a semi, right? But it's over 12 games, and you're playing for what, 8-9 years?
I mean,
Dude,
I think the average is just under 3.
I mean, depending on the position, right?
Well,
especially like linemen, running backs and shit like that.
Well, it's just a cutthroat. Like, if you put it into terms, there's 53-man rosters, right?
Yeah.
And every year, I think you have to take into account 53-man roster, and you have a practice squad of, I think, 10, something like that.
Mm-hmm.
And it's just like it's just a numbers game, man. Every year they draft 256 or something like that, right? And it's like, Jesus Christ, you know? And it's just a numbers game. Constant new talent coming in. It's like people are going to lose their jobs.
So my whole thing with the pay is, dude, let me back up here on what I said before, because the whole Andrew Luck thing, and they're still paying him for, even though he's retired, they're still paying him that last year. It baffles me, but I understand, right? If it's in the contract, it's in the contract. Yeah, and to take a completely neutral side, I am a Steelers fan, and when I found out that the Steelers were going to keep Shazier on their roster and they were going to pay for him and all his medical bills for all of the spinal surgery he had and all the rehab and everything, I was super happy about that. So I can't knock the Colts for it, because I'm happy it happened to my own team, and that would be hypocritical for me to say like it's okay for them to do it to my team because it was an injury but he still wants to play, versus this guy who retired and doesn't deserve it. No. They both fucking earned it, and good for their teams supporting, basically good for those companies for supporting their employees. Right? If you look at it in that sense, right? Yeah, it's just like if you went to work now and you hurt yourself on the job, they pay you short-term or long-term disability, right? Yeah. It's essentially the same thing. It's just with sports, we're talking multi-million-dollar amounts and stuff. So that's just what it is. But the problem I have is when I do have a personal problem amongst all sports with how much these fucking dudes get paid in comparison to some of the other major career fields that are out there, where they're doing the exact same thing for, let's quote unquote, the American people as a sports team is, right? Police, firemen, teachers, they're doing they're doing grand things for this country in terms of protection, in terms of preparing the next generation to take over when we cannot anymore, and they get paid fucking scraps, dude. But people that, quote unquote, get paid to catch a ball or shoot a ball into a hoop get paid millions of dollars, and then they do these little things where they act like children because they don't want to wear a fucking regulated helmet that's regulated for their safety. Or they think my position in the way that my stats are the past 2 years, I deserve X amount of money. And we're talking millions of dollars. Dude, at what point are you not satisfied with how much money you're making? I mean, millions of dollars, and most people in their life never see over an average of $50,000 in an annual income. The average American household income for including all parties in that house that work is $50,000 a year. Mm-hmm. That is not a lot of money. And these dudes are getting paid upwards of 5 to 7 to double digits a year. And they have the audacity to turn around and do some of the things they do. Like, not to get into NBA, but like there's a lot, let me just put it, there's a lot of pussies in the NBA that will not play because of minute injuries. In the NFL, there's a lot of stupid shit that I've seen,
dude,
and I'm just baffled by it, because I'm like, I don't get it.
I understand where you're coming from to an extent. I mean, I get it, because that's my gut reaction. But there's a difference between an NFL player and a firefighter.
How so?
You can go down to the fire station and meet firefighters. They're heroes, dude. Yeah, man. But there's two things. You go into football because you love the sport or you want the glory. If you're a good cop, you don't want the glory. If you're a good teacher, you don't want the glory. You do it because you love it, because you're passionate about what you do, because you want to help people. If you're in it for the paycheck, you're in the long game, homie. You should have worked out harder, played better in high school football. I'm sorry, man. It's just the nature of the beast. And these kids go through a funnel of 4 years in college, sacrificing their bodies for nothing. And I'm sorry. I do not feel in the least bad whenever they get a $500. I think the minimum mandatory salary in the NFL is like just about around $300K. And I'm good. And we're still and the thing is the taxes they pay are huge.
Right.
It plays with state taxes.
Yeah.
Forget about it. I mean, these guys don't make as much as we think they do. And I understand where you're coming from.
Yeah.
But it's like first off, it's billionaires with a B paying millionaires.
Yeah.
It's not coming out of our pockets. It's a private industry
Right.
that we watch. The NFL is a private entity. It has no connections. They haven't been taxed like a private entity, apparently. But whatever, loopholes, man. But a lot of times, these teams are owned by people with way more money than you and I can fathom. And you know what they love? You know what those billionaires with a B love? Whenever guys like you and I sit around and go, these fucking players, man, they make so much fucking money, and then they got the balls to bitch when all they got to do is run a button hook 10 yards, turn around, catch the ball, run up field. Ain't a big fucking deal. I'd do that for $10 million. Fuck. And you know why they love that? Because it drives the incentive within our culture that these are crybabies. So whenever they have a legitimate injury and they're saying like, I'm fucking hurt, you're more apt to go, fucking pussy.
Yeah.
Never mind that owner has no allegiance to you. He gives a fuck what happens to you and your family. And by the way, the Bengals kept a dude on their roster because his daughter had cancer. So yeah, it's not just. I just love Bengals.
No, you're good. So no, I agree with you, and I want to be clear. I think they should be paid more than other jobs. You know what I mean? Absolutely, and I do agree with you. They have earned it. Right. And when we're talking about like double digits, we're talking about a select small amount. Right. Like you said, the average is probably around 300,000 or so.
It's six figures.
Yeah, it's six figures, which is a lot more than the average American sees. But at the same time,
they're not average Americans.
You've earned it. Right. And to say that you've earned it, to put it in perspective, I don't know the exact number here, and I'm sorry I don't have it for you. But I believe from college sports players that transition to the NFL is like under 5%. And even into the NBA, I think it's still not even double digits. And if it is, I think it's like 11 or 12%. So we're talking about a very, very small amount of people that make it, right?
It's way less than 5%. We're talking in the like 0.0 tenths of a percent.
So to make that much, yeah, you've earned it. But to cause some of the drama that occurs, you know what I mean? Like, just
bro, there's cops that cause drama. We knew dudes in the military caused drama. We knew people in the military that would cause drama. And it's like drama is going to be evident, especially when you've got a sportscaster who needs you to make drama, and he's just shoving a microphone in your face. And you know what? If you're in like one of the top 10 players, you got to give a fucking interview after that L, and you got to stand there in your fucking locker while some reporter goes, what do you think led to that loss? And, dude, you're just tired. You've been practicing all week. You're fucking sore. You just got whomped. Dude, you had to go up against J.J. Watt. You're the inside guard. And some cameraman, some pipsqueak faggot who ain't played football since he was in middle school, walks up and goes, oh, what do you think happened out there, Mr. Warmack? Chance Warmack goes, man, fuck you. Yeah. And then guess what? Then his face is all over ESPN.
Yeah.
And it's like, yeah, man. Like, do I think Antonio O'Brien needs to shut the fuck up and put the goddamn helmet on and run his fucking routes? Yes.
Yeah.
But
I agree.
But do I think that it's like I see? Have you seen the League of Denial?
Mm-mm.
It's so important, I think, for every football fan to watch it, and that's how you know you're a true football fan. Because if you watch that documentary and go, I still love the sport.
Yeah.
Then you're a true football fan. But like, I had to think about it.
Yeah.
Because it was like, what the league did to the players is insane, man. Like, it is insane. Like, you're the center for the Steel Curtain. I can't remember his name, but, like, dude, by 50.
Jerome Bettis?
No, the center. He was a lineman. He was Terry Bradshaw's center. He was one of the greats.
Angel Green?
No, the defensive player. No, he was
I don't know.
He's a center. It says he's not one of the big name guys, but he's in the Hall of Fame. But anyways, this guy, by the time he was 48, 50, his mind was gone.
Gone, yeah.
And the league refused to help him. Hall of Fame, got a bust.
Yeah.
They don't fucking care. And it's like, you look throughout the history of the league, I mean, into the Roger Goodell era, and it's like, I just could give a shit, because it's like, the league is fucking dirty, man. They're nasty.
The NFL is constantly criticized for the quote unquote lack of precautions they take for injuries to their players. And I mean, in their defense, I think they can only do so much. And I think, can they do more? You can always do more. Does it change the sport? Yeah, it changes the game a lot. And I mean,
dude, I am not just talking about like injuries. I'm also talking about for instance, the Ray Rice thing. You're gonna tell me that Roger Goodell didn't have that video when that news first broke? Because if anyone was paying attention, because I was, the situation was known about before the video came out. Do you remember this with Ray Rice?
no.
This is a fucking, I'm not kidding you. Ray Rice, that story broke. We knew what happened in that elevator. We knew. Said he hit his wife or girlfriend in that elevator.
Oh, yeah.
And then 2 weeks later, 2 weeks later, the NFL had already passed judgment. They knew what this shit was about. It might have even been months. I just know that Roger Goodell said, all right, 1 week or 2 week suspension, something like that.
Yeah.
And then that video came out. And what happened? He had to walk it back. And then Bill Simmons got fired because he said, "Oh, now the NFL is going to act like it cares about women." Right ahead of Breast Cancer Awareness Month. You know what I mean? Like,
Right. Why they sell pink jerseys?
Yeah, that's why they sell pink jerseys, man. Pink jerseys sell. It's a pink tax. You ever heard about that?
No, I've not.
You've not heard about the pink tax? It's where anything that is like meant for women.
Oh,
that,
is cost more?
Yeah.
Yeah, actually, I did see something about that yesterday. Like, for example, there was certain type of like indigestion pill or something like that. Like, you can buy the generic brand, and
it's pretty good whiskey.
It really is, dude.
It's
like,
good whiskey.
I'm pretty shocked at it. Like, can you take a shot of it? Absolutely. But is it good straight? Like, just sipping? Yeah, fuck yeah. Like,
It's good whiskey.
good job on the proper 12. Anyways, so yeah, no. So there's like generic like indigestion pill, right? You can buy like 120 tablets for like, you know, let's just for example say $10, right?
Yeah.
But they make a female version, and it's pink, and it's targeted for specifically for women's indigestion, and it's 40 pills less. So it's 80 pills, not 120, and it's $6 more. And it's like, and that's like across the board, and that's not okay. That's not okay, dude.
It's not okay, but try passing a law against it.
What do you mean? I mean, you shouldn't have to pass a law against it. It should just be a thing. Like, equality should just be a thing.
No, yeah, you're right. You're right. But I also know plenty of women who will just look at the active ingredient in the indigestion medicine and go, "What's up, girl?
Yeah,
I'll get that plain one.
Yeah, let me buy the generic one. Yeah,
let me get that Equate, that fucking great value, son. Ooh, yeah, that Market Pantry. I love that Market Pantry, son."
So let me throw this at you, dude, because I've been wanting to ask you this question for a while, and we kind of touched the subject, right? You got these kids, they play sports their whole life, right? And if you follow the American dream, you're told you can do whatever you want as long as you try your best and you put everything into it and you believe in it, right? So these kids, they go to middle school, they play football or basketball or whatever sport, and then they do the same thing in high school. And then if they're lucky, they go to college, and because they've earned it, right? Because you got to get into college. It's not just a free fucking thing, right?
It's pretty rare to get like a D1 scholarship because a lot of people don't realize D2 you're paying your way.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, you got to get, regardless if you get scholarships or grants or loans or whatever, you still got to get accepted to a school. Then on top of that, if you want to play sports there, now you're even in another realm of competitiveness. Okay, and then on top of that, if you make it to playing and you're lucky enough to play all 4 years, you're not getting paid. So talk about putting everything on the line, all your bodily injuries, you're risking everything on the line. And these colleges are making money off of these sports, dude.
And
these players are not, they get a free scholarship. Oh, yeah.
Yeah, fuck your education.
Yeah,
fuck
cool.
your education, dude. What has your education gotten you, Mr. Liberal Arts major? Tell me. What did that bachelor get you? Because it got them the same thing.
Okay, I don't know what the average is, but let's say the average student loan debt for getting a bachelor's degree is anywhere from $60,000 to $80,000, depending on the school you go to, right?
That's still $20,000 a year for a full-time job.
Yeah. And
you're going to school.
And how much are these colleges making off of these people? I mean, they're selling jerseys. They're selling tickets. These games are on TV.
The NCAA is a $1 billion industry.
Yeah, dude. And they
UT alone.
These kids don't get paid, man. These kids do not get paid. And to me, I think it's fucked, man. I think it's so fucked.
Dude, it is beyond fucked. And so I guess what I'm saying is when you look at the Booster Club head coach, boardroom, all of it, the NCAA board. Let's look at the NCAA board. And you're a fucking black kid from Houston, right? One of the wards.
Yeah.
And I'll tell you what, dude. I look at the board of the NCAA, I see a bunch of old white dudes who want nothing, who don't give a shit about me, and just want to keep it that way where I don't make any money off this shit.
Yeah.
And then I get drafted in the NFL, and I meet the guy who owns the team and writes my paychecks, and he's an old white dude who looks just like the ones who are on the NCAA board. Fuck him. I hope I take him for everything he's got. Hey, Mr. Agent, I heard you're one of the best. What's your last name? Cohen? Cool. So you know what, Mr. Cohen? I want you to get as much money for me as you can and make sure as much of it as you can is guaranteed. So if I get hurt and I blow out my knee, I don't have to worry where my kids are going to eat.
Yeah. So here's a major problem. And my buddy sent me this video on Instagram. I don't have the sources or anything like that. So I'm sorry, but this is a legit thing, and it's probably pretty simple to Google. But this is another problem I have with NCAA. Your beer's about to overflow, by the way. Oh, it stopped.
Dude, I know High Life.
I know my High Life.
I know my High Life, dude.
Dude, I'm gonna say I am a fan. I'm gonna crack another one open here in a minute.
Are you serious?
Yeah, dude, it's good. Okay, so my buddy sent me this video, and he listens strictly on YouTube. He's part of the reason we put up the YouTube. So hey, shout out. You know who you are.
Which buddy?
Buddy at work. His name's Eric. That's all I'm gonna say.
Sup, dog?
Eric. Eric with an A.
No way, faggot.
dude, he's fucking yoked, man.
Oh, never mind, dog.
Anyways,
I'll get you a beer.
Dude, we should probably have him on. Actually, we should for another sports cast. Maybe at the start of the NBA season.
Never mind, I'll tell you that.
All right. Anyways, he sent me this video on Instagram, and it's some bald-headed white dude on ESPN. He has his own like sports show or whatever, and he's talking about there was an NFL or an NCAA football player in Florida that transferred schools to Ohio, and then one from Ohio that transferred to Florida. And the NCAA granted their waivers to immediately be eligible to play this year. That was it. All they did was transfer schools.
Yeah.
Okay? This other player, I don't know what school he transferred to, but he basically transferred to a school somewhere on the East Coast just to be home with, to be closer to home for his mom, who's been like recovering from like these major medical surgeries, has over $1 million in like medical bills. Like she has like fucking partial face paralysis. And,
Are you talking about Martell, the first cat?
I don't know any fucking names, dude. I just listened to it for like the gist of it, and it was. I'm not good with names and this kind of stuff, man.
No, go for it.
But the NCAA denied his waiver to play immediately, and all he did was move home to be able to take care of his family, like to take care of his fucking mom, dude. His mom is like 60 something, and she's still teaching because she doesn't make enough ends meet to be able to make it by every day. So she can't retire. She has over $1 million in medical bills, and she needs help. And her husband's working full time to also pay the bills. And he moved home to take care of to be with his family, to take care of them. And now they're denying him to play. And can you imagine that what that's limiting in terms of his potential to get into the NFL, to be able to make some actual money to help his family? Like let's say this dude is fucking top of the charts and everything for whatever his position is, and he's number 1 draft pick in his position for the NFL. And now the NCAA is literally with their hand in the cookie jar preventing him from doing that. For what? They haven't said any fucking reason why they're preventing him from this.
So first, I want to have 2 points on this because I feel like. Did you have more?
No. I just.
So like, there's 2 points I want to make about this, man, and it's like I feel like both of them are super important.
Yeah.
First of all, there's no reason we should have the NCAA because as long as they are amateur, even though you pay an exorbitant amount of money to watch these players play, these players don't make shit.
They don't make any money.
So fuck the NCAA, first and foremost. And the second one is just a life thing, man.
What do you mean, a life thing?
It's not fair.
It's just a part of life. Life's not fair.
It's not fair. I mean, does the NCAA suck? Yes. Do I wish we would tear it down nail by nail until it was stripped of everything and these kids were paid a stipend for the time that they have spent? Yes. Do I think it's ever going to happen? I hope. Will it? Probably not. But at the end of the day, the whole point is life's not fair. But if you do have that drive to make it into college athletics, then I'm willing to guarantee that you at least have the drive to make the most of your situation and not even think about the pros. And that's why I kind of have an issue with this Andrew Luck thing, is because that's not a cat who said, I'm going to be an NFL quarterback for the rest of my life.
Right.
He's a cat who's like, I know that I can only pick a college once unless I want to transfer, and I don't.
Right.
So I'm going to go to basically an Ivy League school. I'm sorry, Stanford is the Ivy League of the West.
It's absolutely Ivy League of Ivy Leagues. I mean,
yeah, it's fucking Stanford.
It's Stanford. You can't.
And you go there all 4 years. You graduate. You have interest outside of this fucking sport. You knew that you had physical gifts. You knew that the NFL wanted them. That's the thing is the NFL wanted this kid.
Yeah.
That's the end of it. Like, if you're on an NFL roster, it's because they want you to be there.
Yeah.
And they don't want you to go play for their division rivals. So they're going to draft you.
Yeah.
And so all these hands are clamoring at you. And you know what? It might behoove of you to take these motherfuckers for what they got. Because guess what, dude? You know how you and me are just like NFL players? What's one of the things a good NCO told you? Use them. They'll use you.
Yeah.
Why leave benefits on the table?
That's fair, man.
I mean,
that's fair. If it's there, take it. I know plenty of people using their GI Bills for all it's worth because they earned it. So,
and it's like, guys, we know guys who, I mean, shit, you and I, we both went down to the VA process, bro.
Yep.
And
I mean, if you think about it, any sports player anywhere, any contract they've signed, they were offered that contract because they deserved whatever that contract is worth. Whether they're a bench player for $2 million or they're a fucking starter for double digits, like
whatever,
you earned what that is. So,
but at the end of the day, and this is the part that I know a lot of, like, I hope if you're out there and like you have this like low opinion of like what these guys do, or like it's just like, oh, you need to shut up. The thing that I would just encourage you to like just keep in mind is a lot of these guys' contracts are not guaranteed.
Yeah,
I had a couple friends who had scholarships to play ball in college, and they got hurt. You're gone.
Yeah.
Doesn't matter. I don't give a fuck. You blew out your knee. You're a defensive end. Get gone, homie.
Yeah.
And we knew a lot of guys like that.
Yeah.
And it's like, it's just, I just never want to hear.
They're valid points, man. Yeah. Because I remember being in high school, and I remember one of my really good close buddies in particular. He played baseball and football. And he was offered full ride scholarships to pretty good colleges for either sport.
The religious one here in town too.
I don't remember the schools. I know they weren't like Ivy League like Stanford or anything like that. But
we knew.
I mean, UT Austin is a pretty fucking good school, and he was offered rides there.
Yeah,
for playing and also for playing sports. And the fact that he has the ability to choose. I mean, you have a talent, yes, but you also learned how to develop that talent and use it for all it's worth. And to me, at that time in high school, I was like, dude, fucking good for you. I know I didn't do that, and that's why I'm going to community college. And then I joined the Air Force. So, it is what it is. We all find out what we're good at some point in life, and that's just kind of the way that it is. It's all how the cards unfold, man. It's all how they're dealt. And, you can argue that it's not fair. You can argue that it's luck. You can argue that it's skill. You can argue any fucking side of it. And that's life, dude. Either way, no matter what. There's no fucking right or wrong answer because it's life, dude.
Gives a shit, man.
Yeah.
You never make it out alive.
Boom.
Shit. That was kind of a low note.
Hey, let's end on that.
Hey, hope you're driving home. You want to take us out, or you want me to take us out?
I don't give a fuck, dude. We can all take it out, man. Ooh, right on the money, dude.
You know what? Hey, give me a scotch.
Another?
The Irish.
I'll take it out on that as well.
No, hey, you know what? Let's give him another 5. Just
another 5 on what? We covered everything. Oh my god.
Where's
my
whiskey?
notes?
Where's the whiskey, man?
Oh shit. I'm sorry. I thought we changed.
No. So I got. actually, I assume you've told me that you're a bigger basketball fan.
I mean, dude, so I just grew up with it, man. I grew up like that. That was all we played on my I didn't grow up in a good neighborhood.
Yeah.
I grew up playing it. In leagues like.
So no. This is the game I want to play while we drink our last dram here. Okay.
It's
So,
a small amount.
This is the game. Everyone at home, for real, if you guys want to get on Twitter or get on whatever social media you follow us on and just let us know.
Instagram,
because
YouTube.
I want to know, man. I want to get every basketball fan has a starting lineup 1 through 5.
Oh,
we're going to walk through it, and I want to know.
All right. Know if I could do that right now.
No. Yes, you can, because I'm going to go first. All right, I'll tell you what.
Are we doing players that are active right now?
No, we're doing it all fucking time.
All time?
All time. Do you want to keep it with what we got now? Because I don't. Fuck, man. All right. I'll tell you what. All right.
We can save this for when the NBA season starts.
Yeah, you know what? No, man. Because unless you want to do, you got two options. We can do it with basketball, or we can draft and all the skill team players on offense. But you got to pick one because we're gonna do this last dram and see if Caitlin comes back to wrap this mother up. Because I'm not ending this podcast without her. We need Oracle.
Oh shit! Yeah. For those that are listening and watching, we lost her about 30.
We lost Oracle. That's why it's been a mess.
33 minutes in
that's why it's been a little bit quieter because she's the hardcore Steelers fan.
Yeah, my baby number 2 of ours woke up and she went to feed him. So, but we do everything we can to get her in here because I think she really adds to the show. Even though she's not on camera at all, but she really adds. So, and we thank her for that. And she's always fact checking us and checking us as well. Okay.
Checking you, my friend.
Yeah.
I mean, but she does make me feel stupid sometimes. Often. All right. So these are the options you have. You can either draft 1 through 5 in the NBA. I'm talking about your point. I'm talking about position players. Like you got your point, shooting, small, power, and center. So you got to draft that.
I feel like we have to go football, dude.
Okay, let's do it. All right, you get. I'll let you go. You go first.
But of all time, I'm not going to be good at this, dude. I'm going to draft a terrible. I have to look up some names. I'm not as good with NFL names as I am with NBA names.
Dude, all time.
Especially of all time.
Do you want to know what? Do you want the Cowboys are America's team?
They're not.
Because of Roger Staubach, homie. That man went to Viet fucking Nam after he won a Heisman. He still came back and he played for us. Roger the Dodger over Terry Bradshaw. Every day, Terry Bradshaw is so dumb he couldn't spell cat if you spotted him the C and the T.
Jesus Christ.
Man, fuck you.
Oh my God.
All right. No, it's fine, man. You know what?
Oh, I'm making a mess.
Fuck you, Dad.
Mike's is trashing the studio now.
Yeah.
This is what wanted to take us out fucking 5 minutes ago, dude. We were good. Why did you do this to us?
Because you're
you
over
fucking
here.
disaster, man.
Dude, you can just cut it off and act like it was fine. You just smash cut it. That's what Philip DeFranco does. I'm
Let's
surprised
just
there's
fucking do that. I don't want to. I can't do this, dude. I don't know. Oh, thank God.
Oh, there it is. She saved us. I told you, man. You can't take us out without Oracle.
Everything okay?
All right, Caitlin. We're gonna. You know what? No, I think Caitlin would probably be better at this game than you would.
No.
You don't think so? Oh yeah,
No. She knows Steelers rosters, not the NFL. I drafted her NFL team when she
So
played
since
fantasy.
Jerry's being all,
I'm not being a bitch.
I'm not. No, dude. Look, did I finish? So please let us know. You're starting 1 through 5. Don't pick Jordan as the 2. Don't be a bitch. You got.
Are we doing NBA?
Yeah, well, that's what. No, I'm not talking to you. I'm just talking to. Let us know on social media because I'm curious. I really want to know what everyone's 1 through 5 is.
Like I said, I feel like we should do another episode on the NBA when it's closer to NBA season starting.
Okay, fine.
And we could do NFL now.
Okay, all right, fine. This is the final answer. You're starting to go position players on.
Go off of today. Don't go off of all time. Okay, what is that? A quarterback?
Quarterback, halfback, 2 wide receivers, and a tight end. You tell me you can't draft that 5?
I don't even know what a halfback is. What position is that?
Running back.
Oh, why don't you just say a running back?
Because there's a halfback and there's a fullback, and they're both running backs.
What did I come back to?
I don't know. I tried to end this 5 minutes ago.
And you can still end it 5 minutes ago. You can go, woo.
Mike
and
was
edit.
like, let's fucking draft our top 5 NBA players and we'll go out with that. And then
Well,
he
'cause
was
I wanted
adamant
to-
about
I
not
wa-
ending until you came back in here, and then we were giving you props
Oh,
about
well,
everything.
my son's an asshole and doesn't want to sleep today, so.
Well, I mean, I was just trying to be polite about the whole thing, but yes, I'm sure that. Fine, today you can pick one. You can tell me you can pick one quarterback, one running back, 2 wide receivers, and a tight end. You're telling me you can't, then you're not a football fan. I'm
Okay.
so sorry.
Go.
No,
Okay,
I'm not a
top-
football fan. I'm a Steelers fan.
Yeah.
No, I'm talking-
No, me? No,
Yes.
you go. Top quarterback.
You could name
Who's
all those players on the Steelers. There you go. You could pick the whole Steelers roster.
best quarterback in the league right now?
Aaron Rodgers.
Aaron Rodgers?
Yes.
Really?
Yes.
Of Green Bay?
Yes.
Aaron Rodgers?
Rodgers?
Get out of my mouth, dude.
He's good, but
Tom Brady would fuck him in the ass and the mouth.
All right, you're going Tom Brady.
I'm going Tom Brady. All right, next. Halfback.
Running back. Ooh. Ooh,
I need
yeah.
to get
Yeah, no, you
names.
didn't.
Go.
Are we snaking it, or are you... Okay, fine.
No, I mean,
Let me see. Oh, ooh, that's a good question.
you want me to spit some names for you? I
No,
don't
you
even
know what?
know these fucking names. Ezekiel Elliott's still up there?
I'm taking Zeke.
Really? Okay. I'm
You're going to probably take...
Todd Gurley.
That's a good one.
Yeah, it is.
But he's not going to have a good year this year.
You don't think so? He's still in the Rams. Man.
Okay, wide receiver, I'm taking AJ.
AJ? AJ what?
AJ Green, dumbass.
AJ Green?
Yeah.
Hold on. I told you I had-
Hawk.
Oh, perfect. Oh, dude. Okay. This is one of the first dudes I ever drafted when I played fantasy, by the way, and this is before he got big. DeAndre Hopkins.
That's a good one.
Yeah.
Man. That was a good sleeper.
Yeah. He was my second round.
DeAndre Hopkins. Ooh, let me see. Who do I want?
What are we doing? Another wide receiver, right?
Yeah, you got to have 2 wide receivers. I mean, shit. You know what? Really, we could do a fullback, too, but... we do 3 wide receivers. Fuck, I'll just keep with you. Ooh,
Oh,
second one.
Juju.
That's what I was going to say. Was
Yeah.
my next wide receiver is Juju Smith-Schuster.
He's
Juju
going to have a
Smith-
good
Smith
year this year, I think.
Schuster. And then...
No, man. I think I'm going to take Julio Jones.
Good
He's
pick.
the number 1 drafted right now.
Yeah, Julio Jones?
Yeah.
Yeah, he's the best receiver in the league. Him and AJ Green came out same year. I'd put AJ above him, though.
What's next? A tight end?
Yeah. He's retired. Don't say it.
What?
Don't embarrass yourself. Because I knew you thought about saying Gronk.
No. I would go... It's a hard pick for me, dude. And I know the stats say Travis Kelce is number 1,
Yeah.
but I'm going Greg Olson. Cam Newton...
I'm taking Kelsey, then you dumbass.
Fine, dude. No, dude. Cam Newton to Greg Olson, you can't deny that, man.
Yeah, you can because, Cam's kind of Cam.
Hey, Cam is known to shit the bed when things get...
He's also known to toss it to fucking Greg Olson because the dude's like 19 feet tall and he catches it. He's basically Rob Gronkowski Jr.
He's
Like,
a big motherfucker.
yeah.
Yeah.
And then
All right.
what? And is that it, or do we need a defense?
Do you want to do? No, man. I'll
Nah,
tell you what.
let's just go with that.
Steelers.
Do you
I
wanna
don't know about
do you
that,
wanna-
babe.
No, so let me tell you something. I just want to tell the story on the way out because this is a funny story.
Tell the story.
It's at my Bengals' expense.
Okay,
Okay.
I'm down.
Yeah, I figured. Sold. So the 49ers are playing the Bengals in the 86 Super Bowl. No, was it 88? I think it was 88.
Who?
Sorry.
Who's playing?
The 49ers are playing the Bengals in the 88 Super Bowl. They played them twice. They played them in 80 and 88. I'm pretty sure. Maybe it was 89. It was the year that they had Boomer Esiason, Ickey Woods, Chris Collinsworth, all those cats. 88 or 89. Oracle is looking for us.
82.
No, that's not right. I know it's not 82.
49ers defeated Bengals 26-21.
But what season was it? 81?
82.
All right,
What's the point?
The whole point is...
Yeah.
Thank you, Jerry. I actually needed that one.
Yeah, I got you.
So this is the point: is there we met twice in the Super Bowl, and the second time, the 49ers get the ball pretty deep into their own territory, like inside the 20. They have around a minute to get down the entire field and score a touchdown. They cannot walk out with a field goal. The Bengals are up 6, if I'm not mistaken. People can correct me. Whatever.
They were up a substantial amount.
They were up
At least
enough
a
to where they
touchdown.
would win the fucking game.
Yeah.
So Joe Montana gets down in the huddle. He calls the play, and he looks around, and he notices that all the guys are fucking nervous. They're scared. It's like fucking Super Bowl, man. You got one chance to get this shit right for glory, forever.
It's in the books.
89.
It is 89. Cool.
89.
This is the 89 year. So Joe Montana's about to call break, and he looks up, and he goes, "Is that John Candy up there?" And the whole team turns around, and they look, and sure enough, in the front row is John fucking Candy. And the guys just loosened up, and they marched down the field and scored a touchdown, and now Joe Montana is a legend, and nobody gives a shit who Boomer Esiason is. And I'm a Bengals fan.
I'm sorry.
I love that story about Joe Montana, though. Is that
Very.
John Candy? That's John Candy.
That's John Candy.
From Home Alone. You know, planes, trains, and automobiles? It's a Casio watch.
From Home Alone?
Yeah, he was in Home Alone. He was the
I
one
know
who's...
him from Uncle Buck.
I was going to say
Buck.
Uncle fucking Buck, dude.
Or King Ralph.
He's not in Home Alone. Who the fuck is he in Home Alone?
He's the guy in the van with the mom on the way back.
Yeah.
She talks to him about being a parent.
Oh.
You a dick. I know what I'm talking about. Joe Pesci.
I was gonna ask you when you're watching a game, whether it's playoffs, regular season, or even Super Bowl, would you rather it be a blowout, or would you rather if let's say your team was gonna win, would you rather it be a nail biter until the end?
Ooh, wait. Let me explain something to you. Do you know what I care more about than the Bengals winning? And I'm getting more like this as I get older and I start to let go of it. You know,
A good game.
Yeah, I saw this happen with my dad. I saw it happen with my granddad. And so it's like I see it happening where it's like, dude, to me, if you said, would you rather watch your Bengals win a Super Bowl or feel the same way that you felt in 2005 when you saw UT take down the Trojans?
Mm-hmm.
Fucking UT, man. I mean, I hate to say it, but it's like just that game. Like there's that feeling you get. Like even when you don't have a horse in the race.
Yeah.
And you like just Vince Young just like put like that's why I think LeBron is so great, because I felt something when I saw him put that whole team on his back and will them to a win. And you see Vince Young do the same with the Texans with Texas with the Longhorns every time over my team winning.
Yeah, I agree.
Last year's Super Bowl sucked.
That's honestly
awful.
That's honestly
It
why
was a blowout.
I don't even remember it. What was it?
That's why it sucked.
Patriots and
I don't know.
I don't even remember
doesn't
who it
matter.
was.
Yeah.
Ooh, no, it was L.A. It was L.A. I was in rehab.
And Maroon 5 did the halftime show.
Sugar, so sweet.
I was gonna say that's why I think fantasy is just always fun, because it really helps you watch any game, and because you're just watching for your little player to do well.
No, dude, I see exactly what you're saying, but the problem that I have with it, and I know that you know where I'm coming from, is because to you, no offense, Jerry, I know that the true fan in this room is.
What are you talking about?
Like,
I was just born and raised into it. Is what he's
it's like
talking
there's something about like whenever you're coming of age and you have a team that you find that like that you care about, and it's like, I don't know, to me it's like it means so much because it was a team that I found on my own and I harnessed and I just like got super into it.
That seriously though,
That's
him
basically
with
what
the
happened to
Steelers.
me.
But what I'm saying is
He doesn't like them because I like them. He likes them.
That's
because
that's
of what
what I
he
that's who I
saw.
picked, dude.
No, what I'm trying to shoot at is it's just it kind of seems that way because you know what I mean. Like I'm sorry.
No,
just-
100% it does. But the only reason he saw the Steelers was because of me. He chose them on his own.
Okay.
She was the only person that sat down and watched football with me and said, "This is what's going on." And then I started to learn about it because growing up, I didn't have that.
So
And the year he got into it was the year they won the Super Bowl.
And again, Troy Polamalu and Hines Ward. And
dude,
dude,
stop saying their fucking names.
No, dude, I'm gonna say them. This is my house, bro. There's like 4 terrible towels in this room alone. So suck that.
Dude, do not. If you pull one more out, Caitlin, I swear to God, I'm not doing the childhood stories episode. So help me
babe,
God.
put it away. We gotta do no.
You
Fight me, Mike.
Oh.
No, but dude, like To me, you know me, dude. You know I'm fucking passionate about whatever I get into.
When
I see a team with passionate players playing the game because they fucking love it,
what I'm saying is it's hard for me to fucking buy because you haven't sat through shit years.
He's doing it right now.
Yeah, dude, I watched them lose to fucking Green Bay and it was a Super Bowl.
When they lost to Miami. That was awful.
I'm sorry you lost the Super Bowl.
Bro, they tied the fucking Browns in the season opener last year.
This is what I talk about. Like, Caitlin, I buy you. I buy it. I'm just saying, in 15 years, Jerry, when we talk, if you're still a Steelers fan, you're fucking validated. But since the day you met me, you knew I was a Bengals fan, did you not? Boom.
It's because you're from Ohio.
No, I'm not, dude. So fuck right off. Fuck right off.
Why are you allowed to be a Bengals fan? I'm not allowed to be a Steelers fan.
Because let me explain.
We did the same thing. We picked our teams.
No, we didn't. Because
it's because of the illusion of you marrying into it.
So it's not only that. Let me just explain this. There's two kinds of people who can change teams: kids and women, right? That's it.
Okay.
And I'm sorry, yours wasn't set in stone by the time you were 15. It's just a rule, man. I don't know.
Bro, I didn't start watching football till I was 17.
I know, that's a bummer, right?
So that doesn't exclude me from being a fan.
I mean, it kind of...
Are you saying the only reason...
I'm just saying it's kind of a mystery to me that you enveloped all of the Pittsburgh teams.
So the only reason I have tattoos and my ears are pierced is because I got them when I started dating Caitlin?
No.
Okay, well, it's the same fucking boat.
No, it's not.
It absolutely is.
Because you literally put skin in the game on that. And
dude, I would get a Steelers tattoo in a fucking heartbeat. I'll go right now.
He wants one.
I'll let you fucking do it on me. I don't give a fuck, dude.
And what
Let's not do that.
And what I'm saying is, I got a fucking not steady hand, bro. But let me tell you some shit.
Let me tattoo you? I'll tattoo you.
You know what, Jerry? Do you know what?
I would love to tattoo you.
Let me do
a Bengals tattoo. I'll do it for you.
I know you will,
man.
I know you fucking will. I know you fucking will. We could do it one day. I'll tell you what. Episode 52. That'll be the special. Why fuck not? But I'm telling you, Jerry.
That's coming really close.
Until 5 to 10 years from now, and I'm bumping you down 5 because of the passion you got in your eyes right now. But I just don't fucking buy it. All right. I just don't buy it.
I don't know why.
Because you want to know why? Because your team has had success and mine hasn't. I've sat through seasons.
He's just salty.
I'm just salty.
No, and that's fair. You can be that, but it doesn't denounce
or
unjustify.
Our whole point on this show has been, if that's how you feel, that's fine. And you know what? I just kind of think you married into it.
Okay.
Play the game,
You're
homie.
wrong.
Play the game.
Here's the thing.
You're dead wrong.
Since he married into it, 5-10 years down the road, we're still going to be together. So he's still going to be a Steelers fan because I'm not going to let him change.
That is fine. But that means I get 5 to 10 years of telling him that I'm sorry. You want to see Die Hard? That's Die Hard. That's lifelong. This is Die Hard.
Bro, I'm Die Hard.
You got a decade,
okay,
son.
Hold on.
I got...
Hold on. Listen to me. On my mother's side, my entire family is
Browns fans.
Yes, dude. I'm just talking about my cousins alone. I'm one of 19.
Yes.
Every fucking one of them, not even including their parents, which are all my aunts and uncles. Which, by the way, my mom is one of 6, and and her fucking aunts and uncles is like 15 people. They're all Browns fans.
And my dad.
Don't you think I would just be a Browns fan then?
No, because you didn't give a fuck about football.
But if I did,
he's just salty
at that
time, you got into the game liking a good team and he didn't.
Yeah, dude. Hey, it's not too late for you to change your team. All right.
Yes, it is. Yes, it is.
Oh, the look right now.
It's not, bro. You can change your team anytime you want, man.
What are the two kinds of people who can change their teams?
Women and kids.
Exactly.
You're both of those.
Shots fired.
Bro.
No.
I'm waiting for you to finish this fucking dram so we can take it out of here.
Yeah,
like we tried to 24 minutes ago.
You can do whatever you want, Jerry. It's your world. I'm just living in it.
Bro.
Go fuck yourself. That Steelers shit.
Yeah, I will fuck myself.
Excuse me.
With the Steelers dildo.
I just think it's funny that you have a family full of Browns fans and you just happen to like the Steelers the year they win the Super Bowl.
Why would that not justify that? Why does that not justify that?
Because you jumped on a bandwagon.
Have they won the Super Bowl since?
But he hasn't gotten off.
I've not jumped. I haven't jumped on any bandwagon. A bandwagoner, someone who jumps on whoever wins the Super Bowl. You ain't ever fucking catching me in a Patriots jersey, bro.
No.
Or no Eagles jersey.
Jerry,
or whoever the fuck wins.
Jerry,
They haven't won since, bro.
Let's get some shit real straight.
If I wasn't a Steelers fan, you think I would have followed Bell to the Jets or Brown to the fucking Raiders? You know they're gonna have a fucking Raiders hat on right now? No, because ain't no cocksucking bandwagon bitch.
Look, dude, there's levels of bandwagon.
No,
Look,
there's not. Well,
yes, there
not
is.
for me.
Look, let me
I'm
explain.
fucking in, bro.
Look, dude, you're not the dude that was a Seahawks fan 5 years ago and who's a Patriots fan now and says shit like, I really just like most of the NFC East. You fucking mook. Yes, you're not that. Congratulations. But you still caught the train as he was pulling up to the Super Bowl fucking station,
No.
and it's mad convenient.
Don't you think that would have been my justification? I would have said, bro, they won the Super Bowl that year, and I just couldn't say no. No, I said it was because of who was on the team. Troy Polamalu, Heinz Ward, Ben Roethlisberger.
Wasn't that the last year Bettis played too?
No, that was in 05.
No.
He retired after the 2005 Super Bowl. They won again in 2009.
Look, man, the music's playing.
Goodbye, everybody.
Cheers.
Prost.